Today we're going to be reviewing a 5-in-1 cell phone stand made by Uboh. This cell phone stand can be used as a kickstand, a multi-angle easel, a mini tripod. It's car mountable, so in the car it can be used as a GPS stand. The height is adjustable. It's compatible with smartphones and tablets. With that being said, let's go ahead and run that intro and get right into the unboxing. Hey there, my name is Adrian with ProjectRamos.com and dealsbypr.com. On this channel, I do tech reviews, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. All right, here's the cell phone stand. The company name is right here. It's kind of engraved. The stand is made out of plastic, and it looks like it's going to use magnets. So it looks like there's a magnet plate here. And on this side, it looks like there's like a sticky surface here. We're going to have to peel this off. But before we peel off the plastic there, let's go and see what else we get in the case. All right, so we get the user's manual, and we do get some metal plates here. So it looks like this area here of the stand is in fact a magnet. So if I move this over that plate, yep, there it is there. It's a magnet. All right, we get a nice carrying pouch here. The company name is there, Uboh. Kind of looks like a upside down Y, but that's actually an H. So U-B-O-H, Uboh. And we get an anti-slip mat. So this guy right here is to be used in the car. And it also has a protective cover on it, so it is sticky to the touch. So it's sticky on both sides. So you're gonna be able to use this mat, this sticky mat, on your dashboard. That way you can put this on top and it's gonna really stick to the to your dashboard and not slide around. Now, as far as the operation of this cell phone stand, what it looks like, you pull this apart, and there we go there. So, and underneath here you got this piece that comes out. This kicks out, this part kicks out, and now it could be used as a stand, as such, okay? So kind of like that. I'm gonna go ahead and take these, one of these metal plates, I'm gonna put it inside my phone case, and then we're gonna demonstrate how the different angles work. Okay, first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna put one of these metal plates onto my phone. Now, it does have an adhesive back, so you can stick this right, to the back of your phone or to your tablet. Now, me personally, I'm not a fan of putting anything adhesive directly on my phone. So what I'm gonna do instead is I've got a case on my phone. I've got an OtterBox case on it. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of sticking this onto the case or even onto my phone, I'm gonna put the plate in between the case and the phone. And I'm doing that so I don't have to use the adhesive and stick it either on the case or the phone. I could just leave it. Okay, so there's 2 plates here. Wow, there's 4 plates. So in total you get, let's see here, 6 plates. So you get quite a few plates. All right, so I'm gonna take one of these plates. I'm not gonna take the adhesive back out. All right, so now I'm gonna take the plate. Okay, so you can kind of see that it's in there. All right, now I'm gonna close this up. All right, so now the metal plate is on the phone and I didn't have to use the adhesive. So now what I wanna first check is to see if the magnet is strong enough to penetrate through the case and be able to attach itself onto the stand. So, oh, that magnet is really strong. It grabs it pretty good. So I could turn my phone sideways on the stand, or I can put it right side up. All right, so let's go ahead and start going through the different functions of this stand. So we're gonna go ahead and collapse everything. So there it is there. The stand is fully collapsed, okay? So the first thing you wanna do is pull these two pieces apart. Now, you gotta be careful because it is attached by hinges here. They're plastic hinges, and if you pull too far, you could break the stand. So you gotta be careful when you pull this apart, not to pull it too far so that it doesn't break. Okay, then you can pull this forward, and then you see this little leg pop out. Okay, just push it to where it gets to the edge there. And now you can use this stand either in this orientation here for kind of like a low viewing angle. So let's say you're on your desk at work and you just want a real low viewing angle of your phone. So you can use it with that viewing angle there. Okay, so now if you need a higher viewing angle, you can just collapse it. And with these little metal tabs here, you're gonna push those in with your fingers, pull from the bottom, okay? So now that pops out. And now you can use the stand at a higher height. So now take your phone, just put it right on top. You gotta be careful though. My phone's a little heavy. So there we go there. Okay. Now you can use the cell phone stand at a higher viewing angle. And again, you can move it sideways this way. Now, one issue I am finding is that because the metal plate is on this section, the magnet is trying to pull to the center of the metal plate. So it does keep the phone a little bit off balance. Okay, so keep that in mind that if you are gonna use the metal plate without the adhesive, you're gonna have to put it as close to the center on your phone as possible. That way it balances the weight on your phone. So if you're gonna use it in this orientation, that way you don't get that awkward kind of, see how that happens there? It's because it's not centered. If it was centered, this would grab it really well. And that's only because I didn't, you know, stick this on the back of my case. I'm using it right in the middle of the case. So just keep that in mind that if, that you might run into that issue if you don't stick that metal plate on the back of your phone or on the back of your case. So that's how you use this stand in that orientation. So we can collapse that. We push these in again. It slides back in, and now everything's put back together. So now, in order to use this as a GPS stand in the car, again, you're gonna pull these two apart. Again, be careful so that you don't pull it too hard and, you know, break it there. You're gonna pull this down, okay? So now when you have it like this, there's also a magnet here. So in the car, you're gonna be able to use it like this and then take your phone and place it on the stand like that. So now you have this viewing angle in the car. On the underside of this, there is a sticky piece here. So we're gonna peel this off now. And what you're gonna be able to do with this, you know, it's a little bit, a little tacky there, has a little tack to it. So with the anti-slip mat, this guy right here, you can put this on your dashboard and it's also sticky, okay? And when you put this on top, it's really gonna grab really well. And then the bottom of it is also sticky. So that's gonna grab onto the dashboard. So see how that peels right off? Okay, so the other way that you can use this is you can collapse the stand completely. You could attach it to a flat surface. First thing you need to do is just make sure that it grabs really well. You're gonna be able to take your phone, put it on there, and there you go there. It's gonna be able to grab onto any surface. So whether it be like a window, it has to be a smooth surface. So that's a really neat feature of this stand. And it's reusable, so once you pull it off, it's gonna maintain the stickiness. So you're gonna be able to do that again. You're gonna be able to go to a flat surface, push it down, and there you go there. It's really hanging on, okay? So now you can just put your phone right on there, and it can be, you know, any surface, a wall. It just has to be a smooth surface, and it just pulls right off very easily. So one of the other ways that you can use this stand is as a tripod. So if you notice, it has a cutout here, and what you need to do is just put the stand in this orientation, go ahead and leave it like this, and then you take your phone and you wedge it right in between there until it's stable. So once you got it stable, you got to really center it, and there you go there. Now you can use it as a tripod. And the only thing to keep in mind there is that you really got to make sure that you center your phone right in the middle. Otherwise, if it's leaning too much to one side, it might slip off. So what it has here is kind of like a looks like kind of like a foam piece right here that's notched out. So your phone basically rests right in between the notch, and it holds it there. One thing I do want to note about using this phone as a tripod is that I had to take my phone out of the otter case to be able to allow it to fit in this wedge here. So the phone is out of the case. So just keep that in mind, that if you are going to want to use your phone this way, you're not going to be able to stick your phone in here with the case on it, because this cutout here is made to really grab onto your phone without a case on it. Now that we've gone over the different ways that you can use this Uboh stand, let's go over the final thoughts of this stand. Build-wise, I think it's built really well. The only part that I would say if you were to buy one of these that you just need to be careful of, I already mentioned it, is when you do pull this apart, be careful not to overextend this, because again, the hinges are made out of plastic, and that I'm afraid that if you pull too far, it's gonna break. So just be sure that when you do pull this apart, you're not gonna go too far there. So it does snap into place, okay? So the way I would do it is I would just kind of, you know, pry one side first, then pry the other side, and then, you know, there you go there. The stand is ready to go. I really do like the fact that this stand has a bunch of different uses, because typically when you buy a cell phone stand, that's all it is. That's all it does. It holds your cell phone, and that's it. But this guy will hold your cell phone just like any other stand, but it gives you a bunch of different options. It gives you different viewing angles, and the fact that you can use it in the car is a plus. And I really like the fact that it has this sticky piece here, okay? So reading the instructions, if this does become dirty, then you can just simply take a water with a cloth and just wipe it down and let it air dry, and that's it. You're back in business. So I really do love the fact that you can literally stick this to any surface. All you got to do is hold it there for a second, and there you go there. And it hangs on very well. I mean, this thing is on there good. I'm pulling on this pretty hard, and you know, it takes a lot of force to be able to get this thing to peel. However, it does come off easily just when you pull it. So, but when you've got weight pushing down on it, it grabs on really well. I mean, as you can tell, I'm putting a lot of force here, and it's hanging on very well. And this is on a box, on a regular box. So you can only imagine how, you know, how this thing can grab onto glass, or like if in your car, if you have one of those screens, you know, like a navigation system, those real nice screens, you can stick it right on the screen and it doesn't leave any residue at all. and you can continue using it over and over and over. So that's a major plus for this cell phone stand. So I really do like the fact that you can use this in different angles. You can use it in different environments, in the car, at home, in the office. And I like the fact that the magnet plate is not only here, but it's also right here. So you get another magnet plate there. So when you do use this in the car, you can use this in this orientation, and then the stand is going to be able to grab onto your phone using this magnet plate there. So you get a magnet plate here and a magnet plate here, different viewing angles. And I also like the fact that, you know, you can just simply hold these two metal pieces down, pull that out, and set it up as a higher, you know, give you a higher viewing angle. The only thing you need to be careful of is that the base is not very wide. So I've got an iPhone 10 and I've got it in a Defender case here, and you can tell, you can kind of get an idea of the width. So it's not very wide. So once you do set this on here, you just got to be careful, you know, that you put this down on a really flat surface that's not going to be moving around a lot. You know, a sturdy table or a sturdy, you know, desktop. Just something where this isn't gonna, you know, move around like this, because, you know, once your phone is on here and there's enough weight on there, you know, there's a chance that this might be able to tip over. And now for the million-dollar question. Is this cell phone stand worth your hard-earned money? It sells for $34.99 on Amazon. I think you're getting a lot of value for the money. This stand can be used in a multitude of ways. It's a 5-in-1, but I think it's more than just a 5-in-1, being that it has this sticky side to it that you can adhere to smooth surfaces. That alone makes this stand more than just a 5-in-1 stand, because you're going to be able to use this stand on a ton of different surfaces. So it opens up how you can use this stand tremendously, being that you're going to be able to stick it onto a window, onto even a wall that's really smooth. You're going to be able to stick it there and put your phone right on it. So for $34.99, I think you're getting a lot of value out of this. Most cell phone stands are made for, you know, for desktops, you know, for either in the office or at home. This one can do all of that in addition to being used in the car. So typically people will have a cell phone holder in the car, and then separately another cell phone stand that they use either at home or in the office. With this one, it's an all-in-one. You use it in the car and you use it in the office or at home. You take it with you. So this is meant to be with you all the time. If you don't mind sticking the metal plate using the adhesive on the back of your phone or on your case, if you're one of those people, and there's a lot of people that don't mind doing that, I see it all the time, a lot of people do it, then this cell phone stand, that's how it's going to work the best, is to be able to actually put this on the outside of either your case or your phone. That's how it's going to work the best. And just keep in mind, put it as close to the center on your phone as possible, so that when you do stick your phone on there, it's going to be able to grab and center your phone easily, because this magnet is very strong, and it's going to want to center itself on the center of the plate there. So if you don't mind putting this on the outside of your phone or your case, then this is a really great stand. But even if you're going to use it in between your case and your phone, like the way I did, you know, there's just a couple little things you just got to watch out for, but it still works great. It still grabs onto your phone very good. I mean, you can hear that snap on there. It just grabs onto the phone really well. Overall, I think it is worth the value of the money. I don't think you're going to be disappointed with it. And again, as I mentioned, if you don't mind sticking this to the outside, that's how this stand is going to work the best. This is going to complete my review of the 5-in-1 Uboh cell phone stand. If you found some value in this video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you were to subscribe. That way you get notified the next time we upload a new video. And on that note, I will see you on the next review.